Well, welcome back everybody to Riding in Asia. This is the channel where we take this guy right here, the ADV160, and we take him out on a ride and we go on a few adventures, we ask a few questions and we see how the bike performs. And all in all, this week we've been having a little bit of a battle with the weather, and it's going to start pretty soon. Wet season's coming, so I'm not surprised. So today we're just going to scoot down, see what we can find, have a bit of a chat about the bike, see how it's been performing, and see how we can go. And thanks to everybody who's been watching the episodes, and particularly the enhancement stuff. It's been interesting to see what people think enhancements are needed on this bike, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the 2026 and a little bit about what's going on. So let's jump on board and see how we go today. And today we've got overcast conditions. We've got a little bit of rain coming. We've had a bit of rain this morning on the ride down, but look, that's part of what to be expected, isn't it? When you're riding in this part of the world, you've got to expect the weather to play a part. I think in all riding, actually, all riding. I don't know any riders that like riding in the rain. I don't think it's a thing to do. No one really likes it. I don't think I've found any rider who enjoys riding in the rain. Racing in the rain's a different story though, because it's always a leveler when you race in the rain, as you can actually hide some of the deficiencies in your bike when you race in the rain. You know, it just levels things up. But we're not racing, we're out riding the Honda ADV160 2025. As you know, it's what we do on this channel. And today we're just going to go for a little bit of a cruise and see how the bike goes. And it's been going very well. I appreciate those new people that have joined the channel. So welcome on board if you're a new subscriber to Riding in Asia. Nice to have you on board. Nice to have you as part of the rides that we're taking here as we explore Samui, and we're also looking at maybe what we can do to explore some other parts of Asia coming up. So I might have some news on the channel soon, which will be exciting. But one of the things that you've really got to take on part when you're riding in Asia, whether it's on the ADV or whether it's on a Scoopy or an NMAX or any bike really, is weather. And that's what we've had this week. We've had some fantastic storms, and we've had a lot of rain, a lot of mud, and actually I haven't been able to get out and ride now for a couple of days, and I'm out today and it's all overcast and we've had some rain. But it's what it does to the road surfaces, which is the big thing. Now the great thing about Asia, and in particular Thailand that we're riding in at the moment, because of the heat, everything dries up pretty well. But because of the drainage situation, you get a lot of, as we've discussed many times, a lot of wash across the road. Anyway, we'll see how we go today. I'm not too sure exactly what we'll find. So far the roads have been good and no problems whatsoever. So we'll just see how the bike handles it. Actually, since starting the recording, it's been a good thing. The rain has stopped. It's getting a lot lighter. And maybe we're in for a good day. Yeah, so I went into the Honda dealer here in Samui. There's a couple, but I went to the one down Mainam area, and I asked about the 2026 ADV160, and apparently it's due in September. We're due to be released in September. So that's, you know, around about now. But I couldn't get any information from him about what features or what might be on the bike or what might be different from the 2025. But it's exciting to know that it'll be out soon. And I'm excited to know if I can actually get on one and have a ride, see what it's like, because I think that would be really interesting. At this point, having been so much on the 2025, it would be great to jump on the 26. I think that would be, this is the sort of thing with the weather, you get the mud all over the roads. I think it would be fun to at least get a ride on the 26. Which would be, for me, an amazing thing to do, because if it's got some of those things that we talked about last week's episode and the week before, where we talked about enhancements, then really, I think maybe it's going to be a great opportunity to see what the features are. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see about that, and I don't know about price. He suggested that it would probably be an increase in price. So I guess the way it's been going, the 24 was 105, the 25 was 110,000 baht this is. So I guess the 2026 might be, I don't know, 115,000 baht. I'm not sure what that is in your currency, but you can look that up. Because the bikes prices in Asia are really good. They're a lot more achievable. The bikes are a lot more achievable here than they are in some of the other markets. I've got friends in the US and also back in Australia, and the prices there are actually higher. You pay more for exactly the same thing. So it's always exciting when we're talking about a new bike and some new features. And maybe not as exciting as that cloud ahead, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, so what have you heard? Have you heard about the 26 model? You know, that old analogy rule that people used to go by, never ride through water. If you did that, if you stuck to that rule here, you're going to get stopped riding pretty quickly. But of course, respect the water. A lot of the things when it rains, you get the water, but what's submerged, you get the debris as well. So you've got to be a little bit careful. The filing is being done on full. Yeah, and I also jumped online and had a look at some of the predictions for the 2026. And I think we're really on the money here, riding with Asia. I think a lot of the stuff we've talked about, according to the, I mean, a lot of this stuff these days, it's AI generated, so you can pretty well see anything. But one of the things I've seen a little bit consistently is not just the gold wheels, but the gold forks, anodized gold, which looks really nice. And I hope that those forks have been upgraded, as we talked about. It's on our enhancements list. We want the rear suspension as it is on the 25, but we'd like the front suspension to match it. So that's one of the things we were talking about. The other one that seems to be gaining a lot of coverage, at least, is the fact that the TFT, the white screen. So, you know, just go down and look at your ADV350 and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, because the white screen is on that 350. So that is, I think, coming for 2026. Other small things like phone connectivity. It's almost like the reviews or the predictions I was watching pretty well were following our enhancement list that we were covered over the last couple of episodes. So I find that you know, it's obvious, because some of the things that we've been covering, you know, they're obvious upgrades. But nothing about plastics, nothing about change in respect to that, although I think you might see, if you can believe looking at the graphics, some of the graphics are going to change. But yeah, so that's where we're heading, I think, for the 2026 model, and I'll do my best to see if we can get on board one of those. But of course, got to be able to get one before you can ride one. I'll check out a few of the other guys' channels, see what they're doing. Someone might be out there on one. Well, thanks for watching this week. Weather's not great. We haven't got the beautiful crystal skies today, but we're out riding because we love it, and we love riding our ADV160. And if you've heard anything about the 2026, then, you know, drop it down below. And if you've enjoyed the episode today, then think about giving it a thumbs up. And why don't you join the Riding in Asia adventure and drop us a subscription. Okay, bye for now.